cutting them down because I have been waiting for a year to answer these questions. So we have quite a few of them, but I'm hoping that I can answer all the questions that people have been wondering about for so long. So let's get to it.
And I know there's people who are from here in Chicago, who are from far away. Breaking Dawn how you originally planned it, or were there other plot lines you created and this is just the one that made the cut?
I have known the ending of this series since about October 2003. So it's actually been a long time coming. The rough draft for Breaking Dawn, which you guys know is Forever Dawn, was finished around February of 2004. I really stuck to the original plan because once I thought of it, it seemed like the only possible ending. So really there weren't other plot lines that I was choosing from. This was always the way it was meant to end.
Now, how long have you had Nesme in your mind? From Jacqueline's line, she says she can roast CC1, so wherever Jacqueline is. Bella getting pregnant just threw her for a loop. I loved it, don't get me wrong, but I still had to watch.
Actually, Nessie was one of the reasons that Breaking Dawn exists. When I first started working with an editor, and I had Twilight, and I showed them what I was working on with Forever Dawn, and they said, you know, we'd really like to keep Bella in high school for a little bit longer and develop that more, keep it more YA. And I said, okay, you know, there's interesting stories to get in there. And then after I started working on it, I said, we'd really like this to be just 3 books and end with a cliff. Can you make an ending that you're happy with? And I said, no, I can't make an ending that I'm happy with. A very hard fought battle, and I was fighting for Nessie the whole time. She was a character I was not going to allow her to be destroyed. She had to exist, so that she was in line for me.
Now, will there be more movies to follow the Twilight saga?
I thought I'd better throw in one movie question, aside from knowing about Rob Pattinson's phone number, which I don't have. Excited, but I can't say I've had such a good experience working on Twilight that I'm really open for it, and I hope that we can get that going.
Leah wants to know, and I do too, how is it physically possible for a male vampire this question directly responds to being told that vampires have babies. When you were first asked the question, did you not think that it specifically applied to Bella and Edward's ability to have children together?
I think there were several questions along this line, as you might imagine. And I think this was because I want you to imagine for the last year, me going online and reading all these, Stephenie said this quote that I never said. There was quite a bit of misquoting going on, and I was always very careful about how I answered this question because, of course, I knew Renee was on the way. But I didn't want to spoil that and take away some of the excitement of something new happening. So I tried to evade it as much as possible. When I did, I always focused on female vampires because, of course, you know, physiologically speaking, there's a lot of change that goes on when you're pregnant with a child that couldn't happen. So when I